Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I am Gary, your host. And this is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. And this time, we're going to take a look at Thunder Bunny in Charlton Bullseye, number 10 from 1982. Move that over just a tad. Okay, and you might be wondering, what the heck is a Thunder Bunny? Well, Thunder Bunny is a comic book character created by Martin Griem about a boy who transforms into a super-powered rabbit. He first appearance by a major publisher in Charlton Bullseye number 6 in 82, and later in number 10. It was creator-owned and moved to Archie Comics in Blue Ribbon 13 in 84, and Mighty Crusaders number 7, and Pep Comics 394. Then he moved to Warp Graphics for a 6-issue miniseries. Then to Apple Comics for the next 6 issues in 86 and 87. And he made crossover special appearances in some. I'm thinking he may have appeared in one of the versions of Thunder Agents as a crossover, but I'm not positive. Don't hold me to that. And some others. He even made an appearance, just a cameo, in DC's Zoo Crew miniseries, the Oz Wonderland War, or is it the Wonderland Oz War? I can't remember. And that reminds me, because I want to kind of dig out the couple of issues of that I've got to cover sometime. See, in Bullseye, Charlton Bullseye, of course, a Charlton comic book showcase series running in 81 and 82, featuring various Charlton action and characters and superheroes for 10 issues. And apparently this title was for new creators who were only paid in copies and retained ownership of any original characters they created, as well as their original artwork. So, this is early in Thunder Bunny's career. I have a few other issues with Thunder Bunny somewhere, and it's fun. It is not your standard funny animal like this, because it is like Howard the Duck. It is satirical. It is in a funny animal character in a world otherwise occupied by humans, and but it is a human boy who transforms into this rabbit, and there's a reason for that, more or less. And it said it was created by Martin Green, but it is drawn, except for in the Oz Wonderland War. All the Thunder Bunny that I have seen, that I know of, has been drawn by Brian Bunyack, who's also done a lot of other things. But this would have been at the beginning of the career of both of these creators. So we have Charlton Bullseye, all new Thunder Bunny. So this was the last issue of Charlton Bullseye. Thunder Bunny versus Big Cam. And the first couple pages are backstory, referring back to the previous appearance, which was his origin. And you can see Brian Bunyack is, instead of a standard funny animal style of drawing, he is using very realistic, although exaggerated anatomy, but a very realistic art style across the board, except, of course, for Thunder Bunny's head. And, of course, he's got 3 fingers and a thumb on each hand. And in this case, this is a guy, Bobby Caswell, 12, 13-year-old boy, something like that, on vacation in Vermont, looking in the woods, discovered a spaceship. Inside the spaceship was this thing with these funny-looking indentations on this cube with all kinds of different symbols on it, and including E equals MC squared. He put his hands in the hand-like depressions, and kablooey! He transformed into Thunder Bunny. And when he first became Thunder Bunny, had a download of information that this ship was from another far distant now dead planet, in which it was populated by sentient animals, sentient humanoid animals, in other words, funny animals, furries. And they had the hero. They had a superhero called Thunder Bunny, but even he was unable to prevent the destruction of their planet, and and his power was put in here, hoping that his power would be passed on and to a deserving individual somewhere in space, and for good. Then we got into the story. This story, Thunder Bunny in Hero with a Heart of Gold, by Martin Griem and Brian Bunyack. And it tells briefly about on this version of Earth, there had been some classic superheroes, vigilantes of one sort or another, with little things. And there was one particular villain who was hired. He was known as the Keeper. And to make him look kind of like the Crypt Keeper. He was the Keeper. And criminals would pay money for him to capture superheroes, because they found out that if they kill a superhero, it comes down even harder on them. So instead of killing them, they kept them in a state of suspended animation. You can see some stuff here in the background on this page. As a spirit-looking character, a phantom-looking character, and a Blackhawk-looking character. And there in the top is a Green Lantern-looking character. Made references to all kinds. And this, then when the payments when the money ran out, the Keeper would release that particular superhero. So here he is. So-and-so has not paid, and time to release his hero. And this takes place in Boston. Here's our main character, Bobby, walking on the street with his friend, yada yada. And I said, that's kind of funny. There's a kid there. He's looking like he's dressed in the 40s there with knickers and stuff, 30s or 40s. Then there's a bank holdup. Uh-oh. And his friend Gary looks for Bobby, and Bobby's not there. He's gone. He's going to transform into Thunder Bunny, but surprisingly, this funny-looking kid, he also a little quicker on the draw, and he transforms into the Golden Kid. And he happens to recognize him from comic books based on the character's exploits from when he was around. And he stops the bank robbers and captures them, and then the people crowd around him. Who are you? Yada, blah, 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 blah. Cops get there. So what's all the hubbub? Leave the kid alone. Yada, yada, yada. They get everybody away. And Bobby talks with the kid and says, oh, and then they find out that the bank robbers, another part of the gang of the bank robbers, or a different group, have a tank with a laser mounted on it. And they're going to do whatever they're going to do at the gem show, steal all the gems at the gem show. Uh-oh, and he takes off. But, oh no, but they've got a laser. He doesn't know what a laser is. So that's when Bobby takes off again, transforms into Thunder Bunny, and off he goes. Meanwhile, there are our villains, and here we see some Steranko-influenced figures, and I'm sure that was intentional. And he cleans their clocks, but when time to go up against the tank with the laser, he is zapped, and then as a result, he begins rapidly aging to his actual age. But Thunder Bunny gets there just in time to deflect the beam and save him, and then takes the tank and wham! Very spectacular panels, smashing that very Kirby-esque smash. And then, but the Golden Boy, he's getting older and weaker, and he has Thunder Bunny goes to check on him, and he says, the laser had hit the medallion that affects his transformation, and as a result, it affected him biologically, whatever the imperfect process for keeping him alive. And he told Thunder Bunny about the Keeper and what he's doing somewhere on the East Coast. I was looking for him, yada yada, and gives Thunder Bunny the mission to find the Keeper and rescue the other heroes. And here is a couple of scenes. This face here and the one above looks very strongly Paul Gulacy influence. But the Golden Kid grows old and he dies right there. And the ambulance gets there and they take him away and says, "Take good care of him. He's a hero with a heart of gold." Oh, sad. But that's not the only one. Then we got another story. The main story in this issue is Thunder Bunny, and we'll get to the title here. Here's this guy. He's a scientist. Takes a break, goes to a fast food joint, waits in line because he's hungry. Got him something to eat, and he finds out he's in the wrong line, and he gets so angry. He goes back to his lab, and he's going to get his revenge. So here he is. The next day or some other time, there's Bobby and his friend at the fast food joint, and they're eating their stuff, when suddenly this metallic robot comes smashing through, and this is where we get the title, The Attack of Big Cam, which is Cosmic Adaptoid Mechanism. And go, oh my gosh, what's going on? Bobby slips into the men's room, transforms into Thunder Bunny! And now, boom, spam into the robot thingy, and spatang! Ricochets off. Oh, what the heck? He grabs the machine, takes it outside where he can get more room and less destruction, tries to smash it, can't penetrate its hole no matter what he does, and the thing's going on about its business. Slam, 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 and then the thing grabs his friend Gary, not me, and holds Thunder Bunny at bay as he takes off. But in the process, his super senses detected the controlling radio beam, and he follows it back to its origin, back to our disgruntled scientist, and the rabbit. It can't be stopped. He's got his primary programming, and it can't be stopped. So, okay. So you're going to help me stop it anyway. And this is what he tells all about it. And it says, okay, send it a new message. Tell it, because it turns out the thing is designed to be a space probe and to collect samples on other planets. So he takes a canister and says, program it to pick this up, because it's programmed to go and destroy fast food joints. That's the whole purpose of this thing. He tells him to program it to pick up this canister and put it in its collection bin. So there we see the canister right in the way of the robot, with Bobby hidden inside. The thing picks it up, drops Gary, picks up the canister, sticks it inside, and then he transforms into Thunder Bunny, kablooey, and blowing it up destroying it from the inside. Now, all's well that ends well with with a lot of damage and mess all over town. And that is the end of this Thunder Bunny. Now, you might recognize or think you recognize that costume design because it's quite squarely modeled after Dynamo from Thunder Agents. And obviously a strong influence. Also, it is a cool design, except that instead of Dynamo being blue, his is red. But it's definitely modeled after Thunder Bunny. I mean, after Dynamo from Thunder Agents. Thunder Bunny. Here we have our Captain Carrot from the Zoo Crew. And so that is all for this bit of fun and satire. And I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, share, and subscribe. And hey, leave a comment. Have you ever read any Thunder Bunny? Do you remember Charlton's Bullseye? They did a variety of things in there. And I've only got a few issues. And let me know what you think. Do you like Brian Bunyack's art? And Gary Griem, I don't know what else he's done. I'm sure he's done. I'm sure I've read some of his stuff. I just didn't recognize his name. But I definitely recognize Brian Bunyack. So, let me know anything that you know, or any questions that you might have that I might be able to answer or not. Leave in the comments below. And remember, comics are art.